Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I'm your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And in this episode, we're going to take our mint-flavored time machine back to the year 1939, where we're going to talk about one of the most beloved films of all time, including mine since I was a 2-year-old game changer. My review of the 1939 fantasy film, The Wizard of Oz, coming up now. A young girl, Dorothy Gale, who lives in Kansas along with her little dog Toto, is caught in a tornado and transported to a magical land called Oz. When her house lands in Munchkin Land, it falls on top of the Wicked Witch of the East. While hailed a hero by many, Glinda the Good Witch gives Dorothy the witch's magical ruby slippers, much to the ire of the witch's sister, the Wicked Witch of the West, who plans to hunt down Dorothy and take the ruby slippers for herself. Dorothy goes on a journey down the yellow brick road to find the wonderful Wizard of Oz at the Emerald City, who's said to be able to get her back to Kansas. Along the way, Dorothy befriends 3 odd but lovable characters: the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion. So what did I think of The Wizard of Oz? I thought it's an amazing fantasy musical. It's based on L. Frank Baum's 1900 children's fantasy novel, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. The film was primarily directed by Victor Fleming, who left production to work on the troubled film Gone with the Wind. King Vidor took over directing the remaining scenes. The Wizard of Oz held its premiere on August 10th, 1939 at the Orpheum Theater in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and opened nationwide on August 25th, 1939. This is a film that I absolutely adored as a young child, watching it time after time, and is still one of my favorites today. Even with some of the spectacles we see, the visuals here are still spectacular, such as the effects used on the great and powerful Oz, and it's hard to believe that everything on this film sets are handmade. Even the tornado effect looks good for its time. When the film begins in black and white and then is transformed into color as the audience gets their first glimpse of the land of Oz, it's still one of the most impressive and memorable moments in movie history. The colors are dazzling, from the bright and wonderful costumes on the characters, to the fantastic horse of a different color, all the way to the Emerald City itself. It's a fabulous treat for the eyes. The storytelling is terrific and shows the heartfelt friendship between the beloved characters and what they do for each other in the face of danger. There are some truly iconic moments during Dorothy's journey down the yellow brick road, especially the introduction of her newfound companions, who certainly all get their moments to shine, explaining what they hope the wizard can grant them. Along the way, the Wicked Witch torments them, which can also be pretty entertaining as well, from the field of poppies to the famous flying monkeys. All of the humor works, and it's rather quirky and smarter than I remembered. A lot of random humorous things happen, such as the trees coming to life and throwing apples at the characters. It can even be morbidly funny at times, with the likes of the Munchkins, Lollipop Guild, and Coroner celebrating the death of the Witch of the East by laughing and singing Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead. Of course, there's a very heartfelt and emotional ending as well. The music is wonderful and features many classic musical numbers from The Merry Old Land of Oz, Follow the Yellow Brick Road, and of course one of the most iconic songs in cinema history, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. The iconic cast stars Judy Garland as Dorothy Gale, the girl who ends up in the magical land and goes on a journey to try to get home back to Kansas; Ray Bolger as Scarecrow, Dorothy's friend who dreams of having a brain; Jack Haley as the Tin Man, another pal who tags along and hopes the wizard can give him a heart; Bert Lahr as the Cowardly Lion, who's searching for courage so he can be the king of the forest; Frank Morgan as the wizard, the mysterious man who may be able to grant Dorothy and the gang's wishes; Billy Burke as Glinda, the good witch who helps Dorothy along the way. Margaret Hamilton as the Wicked Witch, the villainous green hag trying to nab the slippers off of Dorothy's feet. And of course, Toto, Dorothy's lovable dog, as himself. The Wizard of Oz was nominated for 6 Academy Awards: Best Art Direction, Best Special Effects, and Best Picture, and won the awards for Best Original Score, Best Original Song for Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and an honorary Academy Juvenile Award for Garland. In 1989, the film was chosen by the Library of Congress to be one of the first 25 films to enter the National Film Registry. The Wizard of Oz is a cinematic masterpiece that everyone should see and is still a marvel all these years later. Number-wise, I'm going to give it, of course, a 10 out of 10, which gives it the A-list rating of A-list approved. That's right, it gets the A-list seal of approval. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/WestsideOf515. Like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/WestTroupeAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Instagram and Letterboxd @WesAlist. Until next time, Troop out.